Hello, right, today's video we're going to talk about watering the oil. So any air-cooled bike has a problem with this, especially ones used for short journeys. So let me just show this off. Any air-cooled bike, anything that's used for short journeys, I have this with lots of bikes, and that is getting condensation in the oil. There's actually not that much you can do about it, except ride the bike more. When we have weather like we do here in the UK, where it rains day after day, heavy rain, humidity is really high, you know, you're fighting a losing battle against that. So what we're going to do with the ZSB, I've noticed that the window is a little bit cloudy. You can make that out, you can see that is pretty cloudy. The oil itself looks really clean. We'll just do a few strategies to deal with that. Let's talk about that. Of course, the main strategy to deal with that is to change the oil. Okay, so on a little engine like the ZSB holds 1 litre of oil, I recommend you just change the oil as frequently as you possibly can. So this bike's doing about 70 miles a week, and we are changing oil every 500 miles. So that's approximately every 2 to 3 months. It holds 1 litre of oil, so 1 can of oil, get 5 changes out of it. It really isn't a lot of money. I think about my motor Guzzis, which are holding 3.5 litres. Cars which are holding 4 litres and 4.5 litres. It's a very different situation, but there's absolutely no excuse for just swapping the oil out whenever you feel like on a little bike like this, which is holding an egg cup full of oil. Okay, the second thing we can do is just make sure that the breather is really clear, and the engine can expel its condensation. So when it is getting warm, that we can boil that water off. Forgetting the engine oil should be getting up over 100 degrees. And boiling that water off, and that clearly isn't happening in this engine. It's not getting hot enough, and it's not getting its moisture out of the oil, and that water is pretty damaging to the engine. Water's not a great lubricant. We want to get that out of there if we possibly can. Okay, so first thing we can do on the ZSB, and I noticed the early ZSBs have a little drain tube on the breather. You can see how white this is. This is full of horrible mayonnaise, which is, if you see that is water and oil mixed together. So what we'll do is we'll just take this bit of pipework off. We'll pop off the air filter here, make sure that the air filter box is nice and clear and the pipes are all clear, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, first things first, so we'll just pop the cover off the air filter. I've taken the side panel off, and you can get this side panel off very carefully if you're even with the seat on. The other side you can't, you've actually got to take the seat off, which is really annoying. But this side you don't need to take the seat off. I think I've got a video take the seat off, it's on there somewhere. We're just going to pop this off. Phillips screwdriver, and we just undo these 3 screws here. This one, and this one. Okay, so we're looking at the air filter, and you can see the oil sort of drained out of it. I could probably do with the re-oiling. I might just re-oil that. It does feel oily to the touch. It's not bad, and it doesn't look particularly dirty. Just looking inside the airbox, you can see there's a bit of mayonnaise in there. I think I'm just going to clean that up, make sure that that's all nice and clear. You see the gauze filter there and the end of where the pipes are. Okay. Second thing we're going to do is we're just going to pop this off the top of here, and make sure that there's no water in this little water trap here. Okay, and the water trap is clear. You can see there's nothing in there. We're just going to take this pipework off and give it a clean out. Excuse me doing this with one hand. Okay, so just squeeze the clip together and just pull it away. And same here. You can see that there. It's not easy with one hand. Okay, so I've got the needle nose pliers, and I'm going to just take this clip off here first. Okay, so we've just popped that off. So I'm just going to make sure that's nice and clear. Oh, look how mayonnaisey that is in there. You see that in there? So I'm just going to make sure that is lovely and clear. We want that nice and clear because we need the engine to breathe. Okay, so I'm just going to use a drop of white spirit. You can use a drop of petrol out of the tank, any solvent really. In fact, you could even probably use soapy water, as long as you dry it out thoroughly before you refit it. Okay, well that's soaking. I'm just going to use some of this chain cleaner, degreasant. Let's spray a bit in there. I'll let that soak a bit. Here as well. Okay, so the airbox is all cleaned out. Pop the air filter back into the thing. I've not managed to kick the screws all around the floor and kick them under the car, so that's good. So just pop that air filter back together and pop the airbox back together as well. I'm not sure there's any particular alignment on this, to be honest. I've never really bothered that. Just line up with the holes and pop the screws in. Don't over tighten screws because they're only self tappers into the cheap plastic gearbox. So you just need to do them up so that you know, it's just so it's just fair like that. It just, the point is there's no air leaks round here. You know, that's all we're trying to achieve. Okay, so we're all cleaned up now. So we just pop this back together and pop it back on the bike. Okay, so clear pipe goes on the bottom. Don't forget to put the stopper back in. Whatever I've done with that, I probably lost that. The short pipe goes to the airbox, so that's at the top, and the bendy pipe goes to the engine, and that's on the middle spigot. Okay, so just pop the pipes on first, don't worry about the clips first. Yeah, the screws all are wobbling and stuff, but I can't really be bothered getting the tripod out and framing all the shots. I just need to get this job done, so it's either this or nothing. So my apologies for such a shaky, badly framed video, but you know, the idea is just it's not a piece of art. We're just showing you how to do this job. Okay, so that's all done. Pipes all aligned securely. Put the side panel back on, and we're done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run this engine up, see if I can get it as hot as I can. See if we can get that oil clear. Failing that, I think the bike just needs to go out for a good 30 mile thrash really to get some heat in it.